Hello, welcome to Tech Sharmit. In this session, we will learn about the add duration opcode. So, what is add duration opcode? It is a opcode which we use for adding the particular duration to the date as well as for the time. Okay, so mainly we will use this opcode with two types of data type, date and type. So let's see how we can utilize it. So here we are writing the code in fixed format. So for that, firstly, what we are doing, we are just declaring some variable that we are going to use to demonstrate the concept of add duration opcode. So here, firstly, I am declaring the current date variable, which is of date type, and then we have created another variable for storing the output, which is updated date. It is also a date type. Similarly, we will declare two other variable for demonstrating the opcode for time data type. So here I have declared current time and updated time, and these two variable is of time type. Okay, so if you are not aware how to declare the variable in fixed format, then we have one session for that, separate session, so you can go through that. But for now I'm just telling you that here you have to put the variable name, then in declaration type you have to put s for standalone, and then you can specify that data type. So if you are not aware which data type we have to pass here, so you can press F1, so it will show the list of all the data type available for this field. So here we are using D is for the date field. Okay, and similarly if we check for T is for time. So this is T. If I scroll down, so it shows it is a time field. So in this way we can decide the data type. All right, now we will see the add duration opcode. So firstly we are discussing about add duration opcode with date. So these are the options that we can pass, or in these terms we can add the duration to the existing date, which is star y means years, star m means month, and star d means date. Okay, so let's try to use it. So here I'm using cspec for calculation purpose, and here I'm using the eval opcode. So if you are not know the exact position, you can take F4. In eval opcode we are assigning current date value to this current date variable. So we are using here percentage date built-in function. So what it will do, it will return the current date to the current date variable, and after that we are just displaying it with the help of dsply opcode. Okay, now we will use the add duration opcodes. So how to use it? Firstly, you have to put the add duration in operation field where we usually keep the opcodes, and in factor one you have to put that date on which we want to add the particular duration. So we want to add the duration in current date, so I have specified it as a current date. Now in factor 2 you have to pass the values in this format, like firstly the value, how much values you want to add, and in which terms you want to add the duration. So what we are doing here, we are adding the day 5 in terms of years. Okay, and in the result variable you have to store that variable which will store the value of my updated date. So here we are using the updated date variable. Make sure that you are passing that both the variable of same type, otherwise we will not be able to store the data. It will give the error. So what it will do, on line number 17 we are getting the correct current date, then we are adding 5 years to the current date, and then we are displaying it. So here we are displaying it. Okay, same thing we can do with the time as well, but there the parameters will become will change. Here we can pass the h for hours, mn for minutes, star s for seconds, star ms for millisecond. Okay, so here we are writing the example for that also. So on line number 28 we are assigning current time to this current time variable, then we are displaying it for the comparison purpose, and after that we are using the add duration opcode in the same way we use for the date, and here we are adding 5 hours to the existing time, and then we are storing it in updated time variable, and below to that we are just displaying it, and in the end we are setting the last record indicator on. So let's compile and see the output. It is compiled. Now I'm calling it. So this is the current date we are getting. So firstly we're displaying the current date. So this is the current date. After that what we are doing, we are using the add duration opcode to add the duration in terms of years, which is 5. So what it will do, it will add the 5 in year 2022. So if I hit enter, it will show 20, 2027. So which is correct because we have added the 5 years to the existing date. Similarly, we are getting the current time and we are adding 5 hours to this 5 hours. So this is HH, MM and SS. So it will add the hours in this field. Okay. And date format is like this: year, month and date. Okay. So updated time is 12. All right. So if I hit enter again, then let's try to change some values. So here, instead of year, I will try to add in months. So I will make it M, and instead of hours, I will put add my duration in seconds. So let's check. Compiling it, and we're calling it again. So this is the current date. Then we got the, like, if we add 5 months to this date, then it will become March, because year is now changed, because we have added 5 to this 10 and it becomes March. So therefore year also get changed. Similarly, in times, we are adding 5 seconds to this existing 35, so it become 40. So in this way we can utilize this for date and time. Similarly, now question comes, like, why have we specified this ms? So if you want to add some duration to the timestamp, like if we combine these two data type, then it will become timestamp, because it shows the current date, current time, right? So we can utilize this add duration for adding the duration in timestamp also. So here you can combine all these options like ymd, mn is for minute, s for seconds and milliseconds. So mainly add duration we can utilize in mainly for the date and time, but if we combine these two, then it becomes timestamp. So there also we can utilize the add duration opcode. It is very easy to use opcode, like whenever you want to declare or add some duration to the existing date and time, then you can utilize it. And it is not mandatory that we always use it with the current time or current date. We can use it for other existing data as well. Okay. So yeah, that's it for this session. In the upcoming session we will learn about few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.